Hi, welcome to Becca Holmes Yoga. Today's pregnancy yoga is for first trimester, and this is a grounding practice to connect with your body. So we're gonna start in child's pose as we get there. So you're resting on your shins, toes touch, knees come wide. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm here every week with new classes. And let's creep the hands out in front of us. Resting the forehead down. And then, listen, there's lots of options for child's pose, okay? So if you're feeling that your hips are lifting up, let's put a block or maybe a cushion or pillow under the bum. You can also rest the hands on blocks. So have blocks nearby. I don't require any for this class, really, but if it makes a child's pose more comfortable for you today, by all means. Once you're settled in, let's connect with the breath. Relaxing the belly, taking deep breaths through the nose into the belly, and then exhaling through the nose. And if you like, thinking that every time you pause and take a deep breath, you're giving your baby a little boost of extra oxygen. That's like what I like to think. Whether that's scientifically true or not, I'm not sure, but feels good. And as you connect with your breath, let that allow you to connect with the rest of your body. And then connecting with the earth as well. Again, grounding ourselves in this practice. Take a few more breaths here, and then we're going to move through a few postures, all of them connecting us to the earth, keeping us nice and low down and grounded, and then keeping the focus on connecting to your body. Slowly lift the forehead, lift the gaze. Walk the hands back. Coming up tabletop. Knees might need to come a little closer together so they're directly under the hips. Your palms are directly under the shoulders. And again, connecting here with the earth and then connecting with our body. Just observe any sensations that you feel. Could be in your wrists, so maybe you need to bounce back and forth a little bit. Maybe you feel it in your core. Moving into cat-cow. So as we inhale, we drop the belly, gaze comes forward, chest comes forward, expanding. Exhale, relax the head and neck, rounding through the back, tucking baby into the spine. Doing 5 of these. All the while connecting with your body. We're very thinking creatures. It's very easy to get lost in your thoughts. And of course, we come to yoga to help with that. And then get connected back into our body. Very good to be in tune with your body while pregnant, of course. After 5, moving into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, tucking the toes right where you are and lifting the hips, pushing through the palms of the hands, finding downward facing dog. Adjust the feet as needed, maybe coming a little wider, pushing into the fingertips. And then we're going to take our time in this downward facing dog. So really focusing on the connection with our body and the connection with the earth. As you see, my heels are lifted. I have quite tight Achilles tendons. So if you can get your heels down, awesome. I have to crawl it in a lot for that. So I'm going to keep my heels lifted, but still feeling planted through the four corners of the balls of my feet and pressing into the fingertips of the thumb and the pointer fingers. For me, the knees are bent. And then take your time to walk this dog out. Really kind of move around in this downward dog and feel your body, right? Again, connecting to the body, connecting to the earth, getting out of our heads. And then just notice what you're feeling. Observe any sensations in the back of the legs. As you walk your dog out, maybe you sway the hips from side to side, observing any feelings in the hips, in the back. Notice how your arms feel, your upper back, your chest, your core. And then we're going to stay here for another 5 breaths. So if it ever gets to be too much and your arms or legs need a rest, simply come back into child's pose, rest, and then you can meet us back in downward facing dog. And find what's good for you. Maybe the movement feels good. Keep moving, keep breathing, or maybe finding some stillness, letting the eyes rest closed, and breathing in. 5 more breaths. And then rest your knees back down into your tabletop. Find a cat-cow here, neutralizing the spine. And then we're working into a toe stretch. So right where you are, with your toes tucked under, we're going to sit the heels, or sit the bum back on the heels. And if it's available for you, walk the hands up and then come all the way up. Now, depending on the day, sometimes I'm down here. Again, I have a very tight back of my lower leg situation going on and very tight feet. I always have. But that's why this also feels really good. Especially when you start to get swollen ankles and your feet start to hurt. This stretch feels so, so good. So again, you can rest with your hands down and push back slightly. You'll feel it almost just as much as if you're up here. So find what feels good for you. That's not too intense that you can hold it for a few breaths. And again, focusing on your connection with Mother Earth. So our feet connect us to the earth more than anything. And I don't think we pay a lot of attention to our feet. So really bringing in awareness to the sensations in the feet and connection to the body. Two more breaths. And then if you're sitting up, rest the hands down on the mat. Lean forward a little bit just so you can untuck the toes. Might feel good to tap the tops of the feet, because that can be quite intense. And then Sit back on the tops of the feet. Hands come up, rest here, pause. Breathe. And with every breath and every pause here, awareness to your connection to your body. And then meet me in a seat. You can keep the seat we just had on your knees if that's comfortable for your knees, or you can come to any easy seat, Sukhasana, half lotus. You can also lift the hips on a cushion or blanket. Rest the hands on the knees, take a breath to come here again to feel grounded, supported by the earth, tapping into the body, feeling into the hips. And then moving into side stretches. Right hand touches the mat. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale it down. Inhale, right arm up. Stretching into the right side body. Exhale down. And then find your movement, what works for you. Maybe it's a little faster or a little slower than me. And then doing your best to keep both hips firmly grounded into your mat. Like you're growing roots into the earth, being supported as you work into the side body stretch. One more each side. And then come back to neutral. And then we're going to do the same thing with a twist. So a moving dynamic twist. So inhale as you twist over. Exhale, come to the middle. Inhale. Chest comes up. Exhale. Again, focusing on the grounding into the earth, the pulling of your roots into your mat. One more to the right, then left. And then back to center. And now bringing the arms into eagle pose. So let's inhale the arms open. Exhale, right elbow comes over left elbow, and then we're going to link the arms around, palms touch. You can also put the back of the hands together. And then lift up in front of the face, lifting the crown of the head, sitting up nice and tall. And then think of, again, these roots growing from your bum into the earth so that you're being pulled into the earth and stretched nice and tall, creating lots of space and energy in the womb space and the core where baby is growing. Find your breath again, 3 deep breaths. And then untwist, open up the arms, inhale. Exhale, we switch left elbow over right elbow, and then coming all the way around, or the back of the hands can touch, whatever feels good for you. And again, inhale, lifting, creating space in the center of our bodies with our roots growing down into the earth and our crown lifting high. Finding our breath again, 3 deep breaths. And release. Hands come to knees. And then we'll finish the practice with a couple of minutes of silent meditation here together in our easy seat. And then bringing your awareness back to your physical body. Just observe any sensations you're feeling throughout. This was a very quick practice, but we stretched and worked actually most of the body from our toes all the way up through our arms, neck, and shoulders with the eagle arm posture. Maybe this practice brings up any areas of your body where you aren't feeling safe. So maybe there's a little bit of spiritual kind of insightfulness that maybe you need to look inward a little bit. That connection with your body could be a little safer, could be a little more comfortable. You want to feel safe and comfortable in your body as you're growing this baby. Maybe there are physical ailments that you have, maybe just some aches and pains, just whatever is coming up, just sit with it. There's no judgment, there's no shame. This is just a time for you to really connect with this vessel that is creating this new life. And it might bring some inspired action as we sit in meditation together. We'll sit here for just a couple more minutes and then I'll bring us out and we'll close the practice together. Let's begin to bring some awareness and movement back into this present space. Taking a deep breath in. Let's open the mouth and release in a sigh. And then blink the eyes open. Palms come to touch. Let's round this practice out with an Om, the collective motherhood together. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Peace be with you and your pregnancy. I'd love to hear what came up in this class for you. Share with us in the comments. How are you feeling in your connection to Mother Earth, your connection to your body in this beautiful experience? And thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.